Maneva na sema PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
John Dramani Mahama okasa efa ora ho mo mienko tie de John Mahama ekan
of our commitment to good governance and accountability and the prudent management of public resources. Mr. Speaker, we've made progress through strengthened collaboration among law enforcement agencies, financial intelligence institutions, and prosecutors. These efforts have led to initiation of criminal proceedings and asset forfeiture proceedings against some individuals and entities implicated in financial crimes against the state. But yes, I agree with the sentiments of Ghanaians that we must press harder on this accelerator. As of December 2025, IOCO has recovered more than 600 million Ghana cedis. The office has investigated 462 cases, with 15 currently under prosecution. It has dismantled transnational carjacking syndicates and has recovered 29 luxury vehicles that were stolen. Mr. Speaker, the government remains resolute that corruption will not be tolerated, regardless of status or political affiliation. The Attorney General's office will continue to use both criminal prosecution and non-conviction-based assets recovery mechanisms to ensure that stolen public resources are returned for national development. Mr. Speaker, I understand that a large majority of Ghanaians are impatient to see those who abuse their public trust in office held to account. Mr. Speaker, there were periods when, under military regimes and unconstitutional governments, extrajudicial means could be used to exact retribution against persons perceived as corrupt or who had abused the mandate given to them by the people. Mr. Speaker, this may have appeared as swift justice, but many regrettable excesses were recorded. In 1992, we overwhelmingly adopted the 1992 Constitution to accept governance by the rule of law. On 7th January, when I swore the oath of office before the people of Ghana, I swore to uphold the 1992 Constitution. I may be as impatient as everyone else to see justice done, but painstaking investigations must be conducted, dockets must be prepared, charges must be filed, and the accused must have their day in court, including appealing even on the smallest point of law to higher courts. This process is necessary to protect us all against abuse or ill treatment of citizens and to ensure that only those guilty of offenses against the state are punished. As President Mills of blessed memory said, he said, and I quote, "The wheels of justice grind slowly, but they grind exceedingly fine." Mr. Speaker, let me reassert my determination to uphold the accountability of public office holders to the people of Ghana.
President Mahama Ekasano say, "We are Ghana ni obie ni Ghana ni bu efu when it comes to say ope accountability chain or no." Or say, "We are Ghana ni ono say Ghana ni ono kra de o hye obo say obi a wafa esika edibia no obe make sure say sankofo no sebio omo a omo di ye bone a ye won gina so no omo nyina atwe oma so." O say Ghana for enti ase ni nyina de opeso ka che Ghana for nyina ne say o say mo ye ti ase say emra eya de bia sebio ende endi wa adwene be o say yemfa kotikwan bia so ne mfa ndi obi na de on wasua every eya politics ene nyansa kakra wo nyana ne nyina ne say oni Professor Mills nante and Professor Mills ka sembi o say emra ewa abotre enya abotre ena sebio enyam ade na de emra eye ne say se emra start say enyam ade a enyam no fiko. It is all about all of us understanding say ye pese ye de emra ne di djuma na ye hodi omo a omo di ye krono aboye krono edi adwum ye twe omo so a ye nyina ye nya saa abotre no na emra no endi ne djuma pepepe ewom se ye nyina ye pentam ono na ye president obi aniwa oji hit ne chen no o hye ye bo ɔse ɔpɛsɛ ɔka Ghana for say mmara no wɔ hɔ a ɛyɛ adwuma no deɛ sɛ ɛkyɛkyɛkyɛkyɛkyɛkyɛ a ade kɔ adwuma a ɛkyɛkyɛkyɛkyɛkyɛ a Gabby Otchere Darko ɔfee ne to a ɛkyɛkyɛkyɛkyɛkyɛkyɛ a akokɔ ɛbɛnum nsuo ɔse deɛ osua wɔ Professor Mills hɔ ɛfa amamuo ɛne sɛbio akontabuo ho ne sɛ yɛbu akonta a na sɛbio wo pɛnentam sɛ yɛmmu a aya na wura fi ho sɛ ebia na ɔkyena wo nua na gyina nim nti ma akontabuo no nyɛ pɛpɛpɛ krogyen sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a debi no obi ngina beebi nka sɛ yɛka ne kasaboa hyɛ ne yam obi raise objection wɔ court a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛma court ne di n'adwuma raise take care of the objection but ɔse ɛba ɛyɛ deɛn akontabuo sɛ yɛatwi nipa bi aso ɔno ne bu ofu kyɛn but moma yɛ nyina ntia sɛ kebi ma menka bi ne atimi as far as the court no wɔ hɔ attorney general investigations yɛde nipa bi akɔgyina mmara no no ɔhyɛ Ghana fɔ mbɔ sɛ ɛkyɛkyɛkyɛkyɛkyɛ yɛ dɛn a akokɔ bɛnum nsuo enti ɛnde ɔkasa no ɔse Yoko has recovered more than 600 million cedis sɛ mo hu bebree na mo nim me na wɔkasa yi Yoko sebio John Mahama ba ya almost started di omudwumadie no krono bi a nipa bi abɔ ka nipa bi awia nyoma bi a nipa ye no eye sumase omobusuafo ye politicians e bi nye politician no sika opepepe 600 million Ghana cedis and then the Yoko enyama Ghana o say ebaswa and ye no mo kasei ana onimo kasei ensema eda pono so a omu hwehwem nipa bi ho akoka adwam a yetoto oma no de oma kogina court no it is about 462 cases o say ye kase ya ogina eye parliament ene wudi nkoma ne bufuo ewo soro nanso sebio we nya abotire a opai de wankasa wani no o say eye ensam ana court cases a nipa edu magina eye de court no a ye di oma sam sisia no nipa 15 cases ene wo court sisia 15 cases are omu nyina no efa eye de court mram osa kasa na say eye Yoko nipa bia na omu botuo egege cars efa eye koti kwan so fra brochire ba Ghana ene Ghana ham nyina cars be 29 sebi obroni ka se luxury cars eye body boa etumi se ebusua dan 500 no o say omo tumi agibe 29 o say o ka kire Ghana for say eye oman na otimu no se ubu ofu a ne bu ofu chen nanso yentumi mfa ni bre enye eni hahan ne de kwa prenkins ma fie nti o se yenyina nya abotre na de bia no eba odi begya ne se Professor Milson ni di dwuma edidi nsawoso a osua ne nantiem no o se wuyi eye de eta na se wo de nyam eye moko e wo de eboba so a sebio wunya abotre na wo nyam a obedwin se moko no enyam ntam na wunya abotre na wo nyam ne kakra moko no ebe fiko John Mahama asema okafa eye prosecutions ewo Ghana enso eno no. Now President Edin Komobi efa eye gold board.
By formalizing gold exports, we have reduced smuggling, we have increased recorded exports in the artisanal and small-scale mining sector from 63.6 tons to 103 tons. And we've channeled that foreign exchange into our economy. Mr. Speaker, when the cedi stabilizes, imported inflation falls, businesses can plan better, and household incomes improve. Mr. Speaker, as global uncertainty grows, it is necessary for us to reduce our country's exposure to external shocks, break the cycle of economic downturns, and safeguard our macroeconomic stability. Just last Wednesday, 25th February 2026, the Minister for Finance presented the Ghana Accelerated National Reserve Accumulation Policy to this House. Mr. Speaker, this policy seeks to strengthen our country's external resilience by increasing our international reserves to 15 months of import cover by the end of 2028, supporting long-term structural transformation while safeguarding macroeconomic stability. Mr. Speaker, it is forecast that gold prices will remain high over the next 3 years. And so this presents us with a unique opportunity to build an economic war chest to withstand any global economic shocks, to secure our macroeconomic stability and improve the standards of living of our citizens and build a lasting prosperity for future generations. By formalizing gold exports, we have reduced smuggling, we have increased recorded exports.
Mr. President, take us on a bibi for gold board. I say, Ghana for Oba abecheche gold in Sensemuso Achiremo. I say, a bag gold and the Ghana etudi and sasi a book. Eka se gold way a dia to me a 2 year a kwan paso etumi enya free mu enya sika free mu as Ghana for no. Yabeto gold no or so mobile no. Na omo about 63 tons of gold pen and wo. See a kasi a ton then yes and because of the gold board buyer or the samiji fitua no sebio omo toto nyama ekeka nyama sieni ehun se Chinese for wiaye India for wiaye ye be stop illegal mining ye be bo ye nyankase agudie ho ban e de emra enhyehyeye ene sikasam toto ye papa abetare ho no o say ye tumi move from 63 tons to 103 tons and me na woka say sa sika ni nyina abaye Ghana sika and it's a gold board it will be making over $10 billion in just a year. I see, and so I said your Otchere Ghana for the say a Ghana gold moon sema and ya pass emra ya she emra sebio and gold no ya di bibe sie yenchirima ebeba abewu se gold ni bi wo ho na emra na oma ya she enra e parliament by 2 days ago no the emra na be nyina na say ya gold no ya kodru impempenso bia aban bia obebe bia no bebia gold ni da no ontumi ton ema ne enkosi ase se ya kase 20 tons da wo ho a 20 tons ene de aban bia ni obetuma ba kase sa gold wo de nsa bom nti wa hyemra say ye bebo ye gold no ban sebio de ewo ho a ewo say yetumi ton de de hihye ekuro no ye de ye schools ye de ye kwan ye de hye economy ni mu no ende ye betumi na emra bedawa just gold no ewo say yetumi de tabo no to baby a yentumi ndi gold no nkopem a sebio ye beko ye nchiri masikemu nti o say sanyoma we nyina na oye because ono de obi anim se bi ote or buyer or the Esla buyer or the contingency fund buyer or the a lot of fund buyer and them no say Mahama case ewo and the yare kwankro and nipa bebre entumi nko wontumi fa health insurance entumi enko no and the oko Mahama case obo obi da ko ene ne nkofo no yare ni surgery akese sika over 12 billion de guma omo de eboa Ghana fo omo de ko yare kwankro into John Mahama no his life has always been about being proactive and thinking about tomorrow into gold in and someone then or say and yenya gold yetumi to gold ye bon ho ban ye de kwan paso etu gold esie gold make sure say obi ntumi be wia na yesu ntumi nko wie obi no or say sa gold no opese ebi ka ho ma ye nchirima no beto na enu ankasa so etumi build a in mire bi a ebedu a gold ehu akọ atwe no ye betumi akọ ho akọfa bi aton age ye nananom nti o say he is thinking ahead as today a yenya gold in there ye ton bia ye de bi ye Ghana no ono so mpese gold ni nyina de ensa bebom o de mra ya shembra parliament sa gold ye de tabona to baby a ye ntumi ndi enkom e ho de ye duru ase ye nananom dia in the next 20-30 years no eno na wo so omo e de bo ekuru hu de mbra enti John Mahama ma Ghana for ati ase say Otchere man no na oman no enka ye oman no embebunu oman no sebio ya de hia ye nyan wo omokura no omusu woni tirim enti na gold a ye nya no o de mbraba ye de bi to ho ye sie bi aban bi antumi banka say media me Ekufuado media me Samira me na me pe gold me wia gold akọ Chad me wia gold de akọ India me wia gold abi ontumi fa nsanka gold because ye de aba parliament abeshembra now John Mahama can send me a airport. Now, I say government to begin work on new regional airport in Sunyane, Bolga, and Wa. I say a buying a na buying we or catch the Ghana for say Oma Tanasi, Omo Yen Shishaye, Yaba Baye Airport, Ewo Sunyane, Omo Eba Aba Baye Airport, Ewo Bolga Tanga, and Wa. Sunyane Airport and Shadan Sweni. John Mahama huni se osi ye ni ye inti Sunyane Bolga ene wano or the airport ebe koho ema sebio hoso akwentio ene insawoso inti ebedum pempenso bi companies a mo be koho no mega say okay se me kobie company wo wa metuma bankran within 2-3 hours metuma bankran within 1 hour metuma bankran within 30 minutes inti sa nyoma ne eboa companies investors world class companies etumi di omusika be she kurum because source of transportation no very important it was say Sunyane wa any bolga and the omo de atokra taswa almost so eba benya airport korjin dan soko plane betume tu efri nkran ebetume tu efri kumase akọ bolga and ebi so asako sunyane proper ama sunyanfo omo nyina nso ene Ghana ye nyina ya chichira bom osaka ensembi efa eye university so ho o say Ghana for government is going to establish 3 new technical universities to strengthen skill development, enhance innovation, and support national industrialization effort. Menoka say, Oko eye John Abujina Pokuruma, Oko ha Ubonse Omuyeden Omusi University ho eno eye granta eye Chinese for the Maya yedisi eye university. Or say Otchere Ghana for say, or Saba be 3 modern universities ewo Ghana ha. Senebeya technical university ebetuma boa ye mabunu na omo pese omo tertiary institutions ekotwa eye university ne so ekotwa university so omesua eye skill technical skill no or say eye na ban way e de krata atwa omo eba besi eye university technical universities nkwa miensa ewo Ghana ha senebeya eye mmebunu no omo pese omo toa amadesua so ewo Sebio University abreso eye technical no omo so benya sa university nako into wa Ghana for bo say ono ne friend John Mahama no wa bi pen ma Ghana for engineering di munyina munjini di say omo esa ababe den ebesi 3 more universities ama Ghana for into mama eno so yemfa nto yekoto dwem now oka bibi efa eye to ehun President Mahama eka bibi fa to ho na ede na oka fa to ho moma mbiem na kwase bi ankasa Kevin boa oka bibi fa to ho to de no o say I am pleased to inform this August House that for the first time since 2018 Tema Oil Refinery has commenced the processing of crude oil into petroleum products again. Kwame Nkrumah around the 1960s, I think, ena one Italians ever together ena omusi a year Tema Oil Refinery. Under John Mahama 1, from 2012 to 2016, even from Atamil's time, proper from 2012 to 2016, John Mahama edi ewada kukoto to yenyina ihu edwuma omu yeye na omu nane fango na ebua Ghana. John Mahama free power 2016. January 2017, the Kufuor are taking over. January 2018, and a to omuguno. Tema Oil Refinery and omuguno. And omutene to into a tank farm. Napo, Canada Japan, Baumia, aya Ekufuado, Gabby mo, omutene to into a tank farm. In this art Breno. Ya di petrol bar, omo kofa petrol eba na omo be store omo ankasa petrol na omo ton Ghana ban. John Mahama be taking power in 2025 January. And mena woka say John Mahama say and wosu weni tia mena woka say to Tema Oil Refinery and the NDC are buying omo refining over 40,000 liters a day. We are talking about 40,000 barrels of fuel. And John Mahama and John Mahama, the CEO of Tor is one of the new discoveries under this government. Wabe show Ghana for say, you can be young, but you can prove to Ghanaians to say, when you are given the job and you know what you are doing, you can do it. The young CEO of Tor, the top 10 CEOs are under NDC government. You cannot pick 5 without picking the CEO of Tor. The young man, very quiet, very simple, paying attention to detail, has proven to Ghana for say, you don't have to be 60 years. You don't have to be 50 years. You have to be in a decent age group to be committed and patriotic to work for your nation. And the Tor works 24/7. And that is what John Mahama are instilling in the young people of Ghana. Sami Jemfi, you go to Tor, you go to BOST, you go to NPA, you go to all these very important state institutions. John Jenapo, you see all these young, humble people who are working hard. Humility, no, they are listening to people. They are not disrespecting people. They are showing intelligence and commitment to the job. They are serving the people. somebody John Jinapo, Edudi Tamaklo, the boss, CEO, the top CEO. You can talk about Sami Jemfi. You can talk about NYE. You can talk about what these are young people. Go to Mahama Kes, Obuobe Dakumo. Go to other agencies. These are people. Go to Forestry Department, Elekem Kotoko. These institutions, they are working. You can see these young people are ready and willing to work for the people. Go to the health ministry. Ejuma Akando is doing very solid. My own. Already Onya Korasa, Eriko Poku, El Capitano. When it comes to Agrek, and Ediania Busu Ghana, because of Eriko Poku, the experience. There be na videos and are buying for the first time in the history of Ghana. Equiaphobia blame buying say abanye aduane ne dɔɔso betobi. And so yɛtena ha under NPP. Kwasiafo beka kyerɛ say planting for food and jobs. Omo de bodia betum 20 ebegu nkran say otumfo mfiri Kumase embeto bodia won kran. Under NPP, under Mahamudu Baumia, omo de kwasia policy bi ba omo say friend planting for food and jobs. Ye hu aduane baako. Under the leadership of Eriko Poku as the agric minister, Adriania Busso is managing the system. He's trying to coordinate with farmers. And we are seeing bumper harvest. It is because of the collaboration and coordination between the agric ministry and the farming communities. And the 24-hour economy market neighbor, all these farmers, they can send it to this market. That is how you build a nation. And the Mahama or say, and the Otchere Tema Oil Refinery, that was from John Dramani Mahama. John Mahama Kasafa Ejuma jobs. Let's go to John Mahama. He spoke on jobs. President 1 and then President 2. I will explain.
And according to the Ghana Statistical Services, over 1 million Ghanaians have found employment between Q1 and Q3 of 2025. Mr. Speaker, and 950,000 Ghanaians have escaped multi-dimensional poverty over the same period. Mr. Speaker, I'm pleased to report that our external position has strengthened significantly. By December 2025, our current account recorded a surplus of 9.1 billion, representing 8.1% of our GDP. This is a remarkable increase from 1.5 billion or 1.8% of GDP in 2024. These achievements have been driven by robust gold, cocoa, and non-traditional exports.
John Dramani Mahama and the Oka and some Efa Ejumahu. Na NPP for Kokobo APA Jimmy. Say John Mahama say over 1 million jobs. Ebin see or see. Obeji eye banya akonya kese no as a government. The Okane say or see over 1 million jobs have been created, direct and indirect. Now or see between first quarter of 2025 and the third quarter of 2025. Quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3. Now, so Obika said over 1 million. And the MPP for Nam Nomo Kasa, statistical service for a release statement. No, must say a quarter 1 and 2, no, na over 300,000. So statistical services say over 330,000 jobs have been created from quarter 1 and 2. It means say if it is over 330,000, the possibility say by quarter 3 2025 it is over 1 million. What's the big deal here? Comprehension amonti anase Jimmy na mojimi. When you read the statistical service document itself, this is the executive summary. Statistical service key labor market outcomes. Let me read it to you. Or say in the third quarter of 2025, John Mahama Kasano or say quarter 1 and quarter 3. Or say in the third quarter of 2025, more than 15 million people participated in labor force. Where a statistical service document. Participated in labor force with approximately 87% employed. Now, when you're talking about 15 million people, 87% out of 15 million people, do the math. Now, when you go for it, it says this: employment increased by over 330,000. When they say employment increased by over 333,000, the first question you ask is, where was the employment number and then where the 333,000 so. This is comprehension. Or say employment increased by over 330,000 persons between Q1 and Q3 of 2025, reflecting continued absorption of labor. Female employment consistently exceeded male employment throughout the period. Urban areas recorded higher employment levels than rural areas, while Greater Accra and Ashanti regions accounted for the largest shares of employed persons. So when you read the document from the Statistical Service said employment increased by over 330,000 persons between Q1 and Q3 of 2025. So then you ask yourself, when they said the employment was over 330,000, the probability for we getting over 1 million people between Q1, Q2, Q3, it is possible. So what is the noise about? Is it comprehension? Because Statistical Service themselves said employment basically over 330,000. So if 87% of 50 million people were in the job market and then 87% were able to succeed, then it means that 330,000 people were added to the previous number, which the president Otchere, so over 1 million people got the job. Unless you say more NPP for Montebrofo, unless you don't understand grammar, unless you don't understand the comprehension, unless you read it is basic, and this is an official document. So 1 million, when you say 330,000, it still means over 1 million, because the 330,000 is not a stagnant number. The Statistical Service could have said only 330,000.
I'm not PENDREAM TV. Now, so far so good. Say open online portal le Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.